Hi everybody, it's Red from Out of Red's Head. I hope you are well and happy today. I've got a quick little project I wanted to show you, something I've been working on, and I just gonna roll it out here real quick. This should be just a few minutes. If you like the video, I hope you click like, and if you subscribe, I'm gonna try to have a lot of projects in a little quicker succession here to share with you. These tags I've been making a lot of different kinds of tags and adding them to my shop. I'm a little behind on adding them, so I am adding them now to my shop. But I thought I would share how to do these with you really quickly. If you watch me go behind with this blue paper, and you see, can you see that? You see the blue paper behind? It's a little hard to show on camera, but these are semi-translucent tags that I have been making today from some paper. This is just standard cardstock. And what I did was start out with an image that I liked in an antique magazine. And by antique, I mean it's more than 100 years old. And I liked this image. I thought it was really great. And I scanned it into my computer and printed out a bunch of them, the size I needed. I did not do a lot of touch-up like I normally do. This was just about the image. Then I took my pencils, and I have some water-soluble pencils, but you can use colored pencils or whatever you'd like to do. And I just added some color where I wanted to add color. And I ended up with this, where I just colored in some red just to make it stand out. And then I printed it out, and I did a little bit of inking after I cut it, just around the edges. And I thought these were really pretty. I like them. I'm going to do them for my shop. But then I started playing around with them, and I thought, I just want to take it one step further. What can I do? So I played around, and can you see how it deepened the color there? See, the color is just a little bit deeper, more saturated. And then you've got this translucence going on, and that is wax. That's all I did, was wax these with a candle. And I have a bunch of cheapo votive candles from the dollar store. I buy them in big bags when they go on sale at like Dollar General or something, or Walmart or wherever. And they're cheap. The wicks come right out, and they come out of the holders, and I love them because they're easy to hang on to, and they come in handy if the lights go out or whatever. So anyway, grab your candles. If you've got a candle of some kind that's white or clear, you probably don't want to use colored for this, but you could try it. I didn't. I've got a bunch of parchment paper. I have an old tray underneath this, and this is a serving tray from like Pizza Hut from 40 years ago, and it's really heavy. I use it under all my projects because it's easy to clean, and I can get it hot and all. And I have an iron. I have my old iron. You're going to get wax on it, so be sure that it's something that you don't care about. And that's pretty much it. I did put a washcloth under mine, an old washcloth, just to give it a little bit of cushion. And all I did was take my tags after I inked them and cut them, like this one here, and I put it inside of my parchment paper. And I have a few layers. It is going to soak through your parchment paper, just so you know. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here, but you will soak through your parchment paper. So you might want to have a couple layers on top of each other because it's going to get smoky. My husband came in here and he was like, wow, it just kind of coats your eyes. So just so you know, it will get a little bit smoky and thick in the air. And I'm taking my iron and I'm ironing my paper inside of the parchment paper. That's all I'm doing. Easy, easy, easy. And you may have seen this before. Somebody else may have done this. I don't know. This is just what I came up with when I was goofing around today, and I thought I would share it with you. So this is all I'm doing. I'm getting it hot. That's pretty much it. And then I take my candle and I rub it up and down. And I'm just thinking, like when I'm painting, I don't want my layers to look stripy. So I'm kind of going up and down in the same direction just so that I get, you know, nice even lines and don't have like a bunch of lines in all different directions. And then I heat it up again with my iron. and open it up and go over it again. And paper holds heat for quite a little while. You'll be surprised. I'm wearing gloves just because my hands are a mess. You don't necessarily need gloves for this, but my hands look really bad because I've been inking. If you don't wear your gloves, it'll be kind of like a free manicure, you know, and they put the wax on your hands and all. So, just a thought. But this is all I did. I just went back and forth over this. The more you heat it up, the better it'll soak in. Remember, this is a hot thing. The wax is hot. The iron is hot. The paper gets hot. It smokes. I wouldn't leave it with a child or unattended because, you know, it's electrical. All the standard warnings when you're doing something hot and electrical. But anyway, that's it. I'm just going over this with wax, and it soaks in. Each time I go over it, it soaks in more. And you can see how it's saturating the paper. You see how it's white in some places and wet in the others. And that's all you're going to do is keep going until, you know, until you get it good and saturated and you get an even coat when you look at it on both sides. And if you want to check it, you can fold your paper around it and stick it in your freezer, and it'll cool it off and you can get a good view of it. And that's kind of what I do in between. And when you go to cool these off, to be sure that you don't end up with gobs anywhere or, you know, kind of uneven marks, put it in a fresh piece of paper. And then that way you know that you don't have like blobbed up wax anywhere that'll give you a uneven mark or, you know, a little noticeable glob or something on this. So just a thought there. You see, we're soaking through. We're getting close. I'm going to go over this edge a little bit more. And it really does hold the heat for a while. You can work on it quite a bit in between ironing. Oh, there go my pencils on the floor. This is what happens when you have too much crowded into your space. I have been working on a lot of projects. I'm going to have quite a few videos, one after the other, because I have a lot of things to show you. I have a journal that is finished, except it needs a cover. And I've got some brand new tags that I'm going to share with you. And a few other projects that will be a surprise. And we are going to do a drawing soon. So a lot of stuff on the horizon. Stay with me. Click like and follow so you can keep track of everything. And thank you so much for stopping by. Take care. Bye-bye.